Okay. It's your boy Brandon Chung, man, and I'm back at it again, man. I'm back at it yet again. Again. And again. And again. Oh, yo, when I turn on this camera, I just get like laughy, bro. Okay, oh my god. I'm just back at it again and again and again. Holy crap, like, bro, I just keep coming back again. Oh man, this ain't no good start to the podcast episode. Yo, this is Brandon Chung Podcast episode 16. Dang, we on 16 episodes already. Sweet 16s. Joe Montana number 16. What else we got in store for the show today? I'm gonna get those two. I'm gonna give you another word I just created. Well, I see a big phenomenon happening, but nobody's named it something. I'll give it a name in a minute, and that might be all I can do. If we have more time, I'll give you more of an informational thing at the end. Hey, let's just get started, bro. Joe Montana, right? Number 16, one of the GOAT quarterbacks. He said, winners imagine their dreams first. Wow, so you got to wrap that in your head. Winners imagine their dreams first. Who imagine their dreams second and third and fourth? I don't know. You ain't winning at that point. So you want to be successful in the sports cards? Look, you got to yo plan is got to get specific, bro. Okay, you're working $65,000 a year as a university professor or something. I'm just making words up, right? All right. And you're like, I want to do sports cards too somehow. Then figure out a number where you're good with a side income. Maybe that's like $500 or $1,000 a month flipping cards. Okay, if you're just trying to do a side hustle for sports cards, hold on. I messed that up. Let me think for a minute. I messed that up. Okay, so if you're a university professor, or let's say you're a police officer and you make $55,000 a year before taxes and like $30,000 after. So you can make that income and provide for your family, and you can like invest in blue chip cars like Tiger Woods or whoever, and just you can hold on to them because you're already having a cash flow. But if you need some money from here, then that's a good side income, and you can flip like 30% of your portfolio. Like if you have a $10,000 soccer card or sports card portfolio, you can flip like 3K of it, 3K like cards a month, and make like $200-$500 a month off that. And then the 70% of your portfolios may be blue chips like LeBron's and all that, and you can just let that grow over time if you really believe in the basketball card, soccer card market, whatever, long term. So if you really imagine that vision, if you really dream about it, then you can be a winner. You can imagine that dream. I call it a vision. You know what I mean? A dream seems like an imaginary, fictional thought process. Your vision is putting the similar concept of what happened in your dream and attempting to apply that in real life. That is much a better word to use. That is a much more directionary word. I'm putting your direction. Therefore, you actually have to focus on what you want to do in life, right? And so, yeah, and that Joe Montana quote hit me. I said, yeah, that's a good quote right there. Winners imagine their dreams first. All of them imagine what they're going to do. LeBron James is like, I'm going to be the greatest basketball player of all time. What is he now? Right? And so, and we can have that debate later about who's the GOAT of basketball. But then, that's just the point. He's one of the greatest. One of the greatest. Sweet 16s, right? Your son or your daughter or whoever or you are turning 16, right? It's crazy. It's this point of life, bro. I think this point of life really screws up some people. When you turn 16, you're giving something. For what? You're giving something at an extraordinary level previously to what you have been getting. It is a sign of adulthood, but your brain doesn't mature until it hits 25 or 20 or 26, something like that. We got a weird society. You have to grow up at this age. You have to do this at this age. And yet everybody's age work differently. Yo, so Sweet 16s is like, we gonna give you the nicest car, nicest this, what. And I'm like, they don't deserve it, though. My parents didn't give me nothing they might have given me some money or something. I forgot. I really honestly don't remember one. And good. Don't give me anything for Sweet 16 something. I don't know. It's like, I think financial education for the youth is extremely important. Yet nobody has it. So ironically, when I'm a sports card YouTuber, soccer card, whatever, I think the sports card business, kids should maybe get into that early. They can learn about negotiation, sales skills. They can learn about business skills. They can learn how it feels to actually lose money. Losing money is not a joke. Like, people, when you lose money, it's real. You have to face a consequence of that. In the business world, I lose money all the time. Sometimes I have to sell my cards off for even, and then after taxes and fees, I lose like 15 to 25%. I lose real money sometimes, but I win some too. So I believe financial education is required for the youth. 16-year-olds, what they learn about algebra or some algebra and chemistry. How is that going to apply in the real world? America is a marginalized system. So if you're gonna play the game, if you're gonna try to be wealthy, yeah, you gotta play that game. There's certain subjects, there's certain industries that are just more important to become knowledgeable at than others. And algebra is not one of them. Like, or calculus or whatever. I didn't know geometry. I didn't know what they shapes, they triangles and they ovals were. You think I'm using triangles and ovals to make money? Like, no, I'm using financial education. I'm using investing principles. 16-year-olds, when they turn 16 or even before, they got to learn sports cards. They got to learn investing principles. They got to learn about dollar cost averaging and lump sum averaging. And they got to learn all these things. It just doesn't make sense that it's all free out there on YouTube and everything. Real estate, stock market. You got to learn about those things. And in sports cars, like, how can that actually be an investing tool? Or it's just like, what is going on with the youth education? People talk about America being broken. Well, that's why. It just doesn't make sense, man. So that's my thing I'm going on with Sweet 16. Because it feels like the youth is given everything for doing nothing. I mean, if that's what it is and what it is, it's like, I want to be rich, right? It's good to become wealthy. Because, hey, I know what it's like to not have so much money at the same time. And that does not feel good at all. But then again, excessive luxuries are just so harmful. But I mean, being wealthy is good because it's like I can move to a different country and all of that stuff. What else do I want to talk about? Okay. So I talked about this on the live streams. I think on Les Alex's live stream, and everybody missed it. Everybody missed it completely, bro. Sports card investing, stocks, real estate, private or public business, bro. It's a doubles game. It's a doubles game. Hello. Hello, everybody. Are you missing the point? What do I mean by that, Brandon? This is my investing philosophy. You can look at my spreadsheet. I'm like, if I buy something for $30, hopefully I can make $60, after fees and all that. It's a doubles game, bro. It's like, that was my investing philosophy from early on. Now, it is kind of ridiculous to think of every card as a doubles because that's a 100% increase. It depends on your timetable. I've been doing this since November. I've been doing this since August because I started researching. So I'm a year in now. So that feels pretty cool, actually, nonetheless. So I'm like thinking, bro, like, what if I can get you spend $1,000 on 65 different sports cards. Some is like $100, others are like $1. You know what I mean? How can I take that $1,000 of this portfolio and eventually translate that into $2,000? You got to think like that. Oh, if I'm doing the 80-20 principle, it's probably going to not take a month or two. It's probably going to take like 6 months, a year, because we don't know the future of the sports card industry. Everybody says, here's the future. That's a pure speculation. So it's like you're 80-20, 80 legends, 20 this. Legends maybe will turn 1,000 into $1,300 in like 4 months. Let's just say, for example, 4 months. So what does this have to do? This has to get $700 if you want to double your money in 4 months. So you have to invest in the gambles and just take the risk. It could go up 700 or it could go down 700 too. So when, you know what I mean? So when this turns from 700 to like $1,200, 1,200, this is like, hold on. I'm just going to board this. I'm just going to do a board. Wait. That was, hold on. I lost myself there, guys. You can skip that part. What the heck? Okay. But anyway, a doubles game is so important. People ask me what card I buy, and I tell them, and everybody's like, and then when I say it's a doubles game, everybody's like, okay, what's next? What? Like, a doubles game is why I could quit my job and do this full time. The doubles game philosophy is, look, the doubles game philosophy, turning $1. I use this philosophy or this investing strategy, whatever you call it, to make dollars. I turned $1 into 2. I turned 2 into 4. Right? So I use the doubles game for that, just different ways. Oh, a blue chip, Messi Donruss card for $1. I felt like I was going up to $2. Or at the time I bought a Messi optic for 50 cents. And I said, oh, this is going to go up more. It went up way more now, but it's patience. A lot of things, superstar wise, take time. Stocks, real estate, blue chip stuff takes time. And so I use the same investing principles to make $1 and $2 and $5. And now I'm using the same principles to make hundreds of dollars, $50, $80, in some rare cases, $500, even $1,000 in some really rare cases off one card. Overall, now it's making me thousands because I'm like, when I buy a card, I'm going to give you one example of what I bought recently. I'm going to look real quick. I'm going to try to... Hold on. I'm getting there, guys. I'm getting there. Perfect example. So I bought a 2014, the famous one, the World Cup Prism Neymar. It's his base one, the one that a lot of people like. So somehow I bought that for $25. Don't ask me how I just did. I searched up his name on eBay and there was one for $20. Don't ask me how. So $25. I felt like, could this potentially go up to $50 if certain things happen? I said yes. It's not going to happen in a week or something. It could take 3 months, 6 months. It could take that long. But then I'm making a little bit of income off DoorDash and off short-term flips, and I'm flipping other cards. So I'm making my income here. Therefore, I can hold this Neymar, wait until he doubles. Hold, let me show you what I'm talking about. Let me just stop my words. I'm gonna do the board, okay? So hold on. Let me get some markers. Oh, here we go. You guys are probably just really confused, and my apology for that. But hey, devil's game. That's the philosophy. And when I sell a card, what if I sell a certain card for $100? It's like, do I think that $100 could go up to 200? At sometimes though, it won't matter because you're like, yo, I made a 2x profit. Boom, let me just take that, and that's a good thing too. And it's like, should you take a profit? I would have to do a whole entire other video about it. That could go on for days. That's a really weird debate, and it really depends on your situation. Like, but let me just say, for example, right? You do an 80-20 portfolio. Can you guys see that? 80-20, right? The Gary Vee one. First of all, what is that? 80% is like legends. And like, I don't have to mention it again, blue chips. I'm actually writing in them blue this time. And it's like 20% your gambles, like, you know what I mean? Young players. So a soccer example of this would be, we got CR7, Messi, and some other players, right? And over here we got Jadon Sancho. And let's do a basketball one. John Morant. And then etc. Right? So let's say okay, so $2,000 portfolio you start off with. So what is, I'm bad at math, 2,000. So $400 is the value of these. And $1,600 is the value of these. Now you got to think, how much are you aiming to make? So if you're aiming to make, what's your vision, right? So you have to ask yourself, and this applies to Joe Montana example. You have to imagine your dreams, right? Or whatever he said. I don't know at this point. So, and this is what I do, right? So what if your goal is to make $500 per month, right, in profit? Sports cards wise. And then you already make like, I don't know, a 5K salary from being you work at State Farm and you make $5,000, right? Or let's just for example, I don't know how much none of these people make, but I'm just guessing. So you make 5K a month and you only need $500. Now that makes sense, because you can use this. This is enough income to provide for, if you were like living with your girlfriend and you're like 28, State Farm agent, 5K is pretty good. You can afford $1,000 a month apartment, and you can save up the rest of your money and try to spend very little. You can go out like once a week even and still be good. And this would help too, because this is probably what you're having the most fun at. But hey, a lot of people like their 9-to-5s, by the way. Did I mention that? A lot of people like it. Don't hate on a 9-to-5 if you like it. Like, don't quit if you like your job, right? Well, don't even quit if you don't like your job, because you got a family to feed. So anyway, so $500 a month in profit, right? This is not enough. Then this $400 is not enough. So you're gonna have to sell off here. Oops, okay. I'm bad at this. You know what I mean? Give me a second. Let me open up my red. I got to get my red to make that red effect. This is not enough. Because $400, that's your value. That's not profit. So, right? I was talking to a subscriber earlier. Corey, if you're listening, you better comment. Okay. So he was talking to he wanted to make a 50%, increase in his portfolio value every 3 months, right? So let's just use that framework. And yes, For some people, that does sound like a lot. And it kind of is. I'll be honest. I'm not going to front. It kind of is. But certain times it can actually happen. Like, let me just say it like that. So the soccer card market's a lot more realized, but let's just go with it. So $500 a month, you're gonna make 50%. Well, what is 50 divided by? Oh my gosh, I don't even know. I don't even know. Oh, math. Quick maths, fam. Quick maths. No, I don't know math. Calculator. I gotta use my phone, guys. I'm sorry. I don't know. 50 divided by 3. What is that? Google says that's 16%. So let's just call it 16% per month after fees. And by the way, my left arm is hurting, but nonetheless. Can you guys read that? That looks very okay. I'm gonna try. This says 16% a month after fees. So you're gonna need. So if we just use this as a general framework, right? And the percentages are based off whatever. Well, not a 5x return in 1 month though. Please don't expect that. That's crazy, fam. People call me crazy. I'm normal. Y'all are crazy. Like what? Anyway, I can't even do this video sometime. So you're gonna need a lot more. If you have a $2,000 sports card portfolio, either A, you gotta be more patient, or you gotta lower your number. You know what I mean? Or you got to take some money from State Farm and put more in the year. So you got to figure that out budget-wise. You got to budget. I can't tell you everything specifically how to do. Sometimes people just got to do some stuff for their own and just discover and find out, right? But I'm trying to help you guys here. So let's flip these numbers. Let's see if that is better. I'm going to, because by the way, I forgot to mention this. This is so important. This is what I'm going to hold for the month, and this is what I'm going to sell. Gosh, why did I didn't mention that. My bad. So let's flip these numbers around, and let's see if that's better. Because this does not work. $400 a month is not going to work for you if you're wanting to make $500 a month in profit. $1,600 a month you sell, and $400 you keep. That might have to be the game. So, by the way, if you're just starting out with sports cards and you're trying to like really grow it and make profit off it, you got to flip most of your cards. That is the summarized point I'm trying to make. Okay? It's just straight facts. It's just straight facts, right? And so, but me, I'm holding a lot more of mine because I'm at that point where I don't need much income to live off of and yada, yada, yada. I don't want to get into all that. Okay? So what does 1,600 do? 16%, right? So, I'm trying to think. So let's just say you sell $1,600 worth of cards for a 20%, for a 25% profit, like before the fee, so after fee. So let's just call it 16%, right? So that is your actual goal. Where is it? You're gonna actually want to make like a 30% profit if you're following these numbers, and then like minus taxes plus fees and stuff like that. It's probably going to end up being 15%. I offer free shipping for all my eBay listings, or you can sell on Facebook or whatever. Sometimes that's harder. If you're trying to sell more expensive cards, it's harder. So, but sometimes you might not be able to do free because that bumps into this, right? So hold up. What is 1,600? So what I'm going to do is 1,600 times 0.15. The reason why I'm doing that is, that's not enough. That's not enough. The reason why I'm doing this is you're selling, this is your sales number. Okay. There's a bunch of things I'm forgetting to mention. My apologies. Hold on, we're gonna upload a new color. If this video is long, my bad. I'm just trying to properly explain this for people. So by the way, this is your sale total. It's 1,600. Did I forget that? It could be 1,700 or 1,800 if you charge shipping, but that's just gonna get straight away taken out because of taxes and fees. So, I mean, if you can sell on social media, do it. Just prepare for it to take longer, because usually it does. Especially in the market when nobody really wants to buy right now. It's hard to flip. I'm buying because of investing principles. When everybody wants to sell, buy. When everybody wants to buy, sell. Ray Dalio says it. Right? And so this is your sales total. That's why I'm doing that. This is not your profit. You can't make more than this. It's your total number. So the profit you get is 15% of that 1,600. And that number is $240. And guess what? That's not enough. 240 is not enough. And it's so here's where I say, but it's good if you're still working at State Farm. If you're trying to quit, you're going from a $5,000 a month income to a $240. Let me write it down. Sure, you can like tax write off some stuff as a business owner, but how much can you really do with a $2,000 sports car portfolio? You honestly can't do much if you're trying to do it full time. I can go into future videos and talk about that if you guys want to, like how much maybe should you need if you want to do this full time, or but you got to ask yourself first too, why am I doing this full time? Is it because you hate your job? Is it because you're lazy, you don't want to work at a corporate job? Like because when you think like that, you may not absolutely love the sports cars. You just want a different avenue, and sometimes that's unhealthy. So 5,000, all them zeros, and 250 or 240. Yeah, that doesn't work, fam. That does not cut it. Right? So hold on. So how much you need? Maybe you need 3,000. Dang. I'm trying to figure out the number right now. So if you're actually wanting to make this 500 a month, and based off these principles here, which is, yeah, you know, it's a nice little framework. If you think you can make a higher return per month, then you wouldn't need as much principal. So you're gonna have to probably make around $3,500 in sales each month, with a 15% profit. So, you know, with the 15%, this number would be just right around, like, it'd be, okay, it's a little more than 500. So, you know, if you were like a State Farm agent or an insurance guy or a car salesman, and you want to make 500 a month profit, if you want to make 15% a month, you would need $3,500 in sales. So don't expect to reach your vision by 1 month. You know what I mean? But $240 in profit, and then you invest it back into the business. So here's what I'm saying with the devil's game. How can I go from $2,000 to $4,000? It's going to take time. Simply. You got to let your portfolio wheelbarrow or snowball. Snowball, right? Can you guys see that? My arm is tired, so snowball. Each time I'm going to do this, it's like month 1, month 2, you know what I mean? So just get ready for it. So month 1 is 2K. The next month might be 2.3K. The next month might be, you know what I'm saying? 2.7K. Next month might be 3.2K. Let's say you have a really good month, 3.8K. And then you have a pretty decent month. Then you have 4.5K. Because this is an exponential equation, by the way. So each time I'm doing this, it's going to be more and more and more. So 0.3, 0.4. You know what I mean? 0.5, 0.6, 0.7. Because you're using the same investing principle of just trying to get 15% of profit, because eventually you want to make a doubles game. But right now, you've got to flip a lot if you really want to. The other thing you can do is hold your portfolio. That's another thing with blue chips. But I think a lot of people want to flip because they want to see the action happening, and they want to know how to properly make a lot of sales. And plus, a lot of people aren't making 5K from State Farm. They're making 2K from a job or 3K. A lot of people are waiters or construction workers or DoorDash drivers or something, or you know what I mean? So maybe you're making 2K and maybe 500 a month is a lot better. Well, guess what? If you're wanting to flip cards, that says you need money now. So this is a doubles game, but so you successfully doubled your money. Yay! Give yourself a round of applause. You doubled your money, and that's, you know what I mean? Doubled your money. But that took 5 months though. So you're going to need patience, because this thing don't happen overnight. You think it happened overnight for me? November, I was looking like August, September, November, December, January. That was when the market was really getting hot too, exponential. And I was still like that. So imagine when the markets realize, it's going to take you even longer. So just get ready for that, man. It's patience. And here's what's going to help you out. So you guys remember all of this, okay? Or I'm going to go over it real quick. So let's say you want to follow that Gary Vee 80-20 blue chip gambles. Messi, Ronaldo's, Jadon Sancho's. So if you have a $2,000 sports card portfolio, and on the left column, you're going to hold all these cards. On the right column, you're going to sell. So in a $2,000 portfolio, you got $400 to sell, $1,600 to hold. That's not going to work if you're trying to make $500 a month, because that's your vision. So normally, let's just use a framework of where you can 50% increase every 3 months. So that's a 16% increase per month after taxes, blah, blah. So you're going to have to honestly flip that number. And so 15% of 1,600, which is a sales total, is not even your 500 a month. So if you go to here and you use this same 15% principle, which, it's just a framework. It's just a random number, right? And not, you have to slowly grow your portfolio 2 to 2.3K. 2.7K. Now you're at $3,000. Boom, boom. Now you're at $4,500. Slowly grow it. Blue chips, margin of safety. You can flip margin of safety cards too. See, you can flip Ronaldo's. You can flip Messi. Why can't you? I do. I just sold a Tiger Woods card. The person hasn't paid yet. Hey, please pay. But you see what I'm saying? So it's a doubles game, fam. How do I turn 2K into 4K? Congratulations. Do it again. How can I turn 4K into 8K? 8K into 16. 16 into 32. So the same way I was making $1 to $2, $3 to $4. I'm telling you guys, I had a $100 sports card portfolio. How can I turn that into 200? Now I'm talking bigger numbers. The similar principles. I'm still trying to learn investing and evolving. Learn every day. Learn your investing plan. Learn. But it's the same consistent core basis of investing values. How can I double my money? This principle has made me dollars, and now it's making me hundreds, if not thousands of dollars. I'm not trying to flex, guys. I'm just trying to show you this is real, but it's a lot harder than you think. A lot harder. So, hold up. Right? You know what I mean? And then sometimes, as a business person, you're going to have two cards that, just don't even go up in price at all. That's a 0% profit. Or 0% downfall. It like literally stays even. Then you have three cards. One goes up 50%, one goes up 100%, and another goes up like 3x. Like, what? So you can flip margin of safety cards too. If you want to go 100% blue chip and you think the market's going to grow, do that. You know, if you're really needing help, I would watch my diversified portfolio video. Maybe I'll leave that link in the description or something. But, you know, this is like that's the thing here. And that's only one part of it, right? You got to believe in yourself too. Because this board is only 20% of it. That's the logical part is only 20% of it. The rest is in your mentality, your mindset, your focus. So anything else I wanted to go over for the Devils game before I pull out of here? I don't know. I forgot. I think I was going to do something, but I forgot. Hold up. I remember. Okay. Ask yourself this question when you're talking about, you know, the Devils game. Do I need the sports card money right now? Do I need this? Do I really need this sports card money right now? Will $200 help me feed my family or help me reinvest in business or something? That's another point I forgot to mention, that $240, you might have to feed your family with that. So you can't grow your portfolio like that. Unless you rely on the holds, but that's only 20% of your portfolio. So you got to really hope those have high returns. Do you really need the money right now? Like, you know what I mean? Like, can I feed my family, pay bills? You know what I mean? Etc. All of those. Can I do those things? And watch this. If you say yes, you can do this, well, guess what? You can hold everything if you want to. If you make enough income, State Farm agent. Let's say his name is Jake from State Farm. He make $5,000 a month, right? Well, what can I do? If you want to, you can hold all the sports cards if you wanted to. There's a lot more flexibility. And that's why it's a good thing to work a job. If you don't like your job, then you can choose to flip a lot too. If you want. See what I'm saying, guys? You can choose to hold a lot of cards, flip a lot of cards. There's a lot more flexibility when you have a steady job. Here's the thing. Your jobs are helping you fund and finance your passions. That's a good thing about a job, and that's why I do DoorDash sometimes. Even now, I don't care. If I need money, I'm gonna make money. I need to finance my sports cards. I want to get this. Where if you want to get a messy optic card, I want this messy optic card. Save money. Then you got your income money to do that. But the whole thing, anybody trying to make a doubles game, is this, bro. I'll use this. Don't buy stupid things. It sounds so simple. I mean, Don't buy purses and so much ice cream and you know what I mean? Fancy shoes, etc. Don't do this. Don't do this. Don't buy a stupid thing. If you're really trying to double your money, build a sports card business, especially during these difficult economic times. Like, yeah, you know what I mean? So, but what if you were on the other side? What if you were like, do I need a sports car? What if you say yes to this? I need it right now. Or I'm using the same color. Hold on. That's not going to help. Yes. What if you say yes to this? Can I feed my, no, no, no. Then you're in the flipping game now. Let's say you're, you know what I mean? Let's say in this example, you save your money and stuff good. Like you work as a waiter somewhere. I don't even know. Right. Well, you're gonna have to flip most cards. You're playing the flipping game now, and maybe hold at most maybe 20%. Because you're gonna need to make those flips to feed families. So you're definitely gonna have to take profits. Definitely, you have to take 2x. If your card goes from 10 to 20, take it. 10 to 20 or 20. If it goes from 20 to 50, it doesn't matter what your thesis about that card is. You got to take the $30 profit. Like, you know what I mean? It sounds unfortunate, but hey, I tell you what you need to hear, not what you want to hear. It hurts me to say this too, but it doesn't matter if you think a $50 card could be 200 or 300. Oh, this Ronaldo optic card, it's Juventus jersey. It could be crazy. It doesn't even matter because you have to sell. You have to. You know what I mean? So you have to take profits. And timing is everything. Like, oh, Ronaldo just scored a hat trick. Sell his card right there. Sell his card for profit right there. Don't wait another second. You know what I mean? Because if you wait too long, his price might simmer down again. Oh, some young player. I bought a Gabriel Jesus and da, da, da. So here's the thing with this. You're going to have to take more risk. And that sounds unfortunate. So probably not. You probably can't use the 80-20 principle. You got to have more flips. You got to have a little bit more risk. Like at least 25-year-olds, maybe more Raheem Sterlings. I don't know. Or modern players. People who can score goals and their price bumps up. Or Memphis Depay just had a hat trick. If you had some of this card, that would help this situation a lot. But you do need to have margin of safety to protect the portfolio. So this is going to be extremely volatile. Other words, it's going to be extremely up and down. So that's why I like you having a diversified income. See, diversification, bro, can really help you win. I've been recording so long, but hey, like here, your blue chips can be, oh my gosh, this color is going bad. You see what I'm saying? Your blue chips can be crazy. Let me switch colors real quick. You know what I mean? And I would, recommend some sort of 80, 20, 7, 30, whatever, like with a lot of blue chips. This one, I would recommend 80, 20. This one, I would recommend a lot of patience. You're a State Farm worker, you actually like your job, or it's tolerable. That's what I should say. It's like a lot of 9-to-5 people, I bet you they don't like absolutely despise their job. Like, the toxic culture. They're probably like, it's okay. I don't love it. I like sports cards better because you like sports. But it's not bad. Hey, if it's not bad during these times, why would you quit? Like, I know it sounds hurtful to say, but then you can come home. You can finance your passion. Who knows? patience and 80-20 blue. That's a game I'm playing now. I'm on the blue side more. The pink side is very risky, and it's but you kind of have to do it. You know what I mean? It sucks to say, but you kind of. And here, of course, timing and stuff like that is essential, but it's not as essential. It depends what you want to do. If Ronaldo scores a hat trick and you want to sell him, you can do it. Take your profit. Or if you want to wait for Ronaldo to keep on growing because hey, he's a blue chip, I mean, maybe why not, right? And so I don't know. I think this side, you're a lot better off than this side. But a lot of people have to resort to this side for, certain reasons. And so, no, I'm doing a video. And so here, I would absolutely save money. Anybody watching, I would save at least some money. And here I would do research as well. So I would research, obviously. Definitely for this side, you gotta research. If you don't, your money's gonna be all screwed up. I believe this one can snowball a lot better. This is a snowball. So you guys over here, you might not sell it nearly as much. It might be a lot more hold for you guys. It might be a lot more hold. But people on this side, it's a lot more flips. So you might be somewhere in between here as well. But I know a lot of people are either on one side or the other. That's why I did this comparison. So in total, so this is a good question to ask. It's like, do I need the sports card money right now? Can I feed my family? And the blue people say, yes, I can pay off my bills. So then therefore you can get blue chips, even Pele's, Maradonas, and hold them. Because the whole thing of all that is have cash flow. Have cash flow. And a lot of people get cash flow from their job. So, they can hold their, sports cards and use those as blue chips. And then when they really need the money, they can sell it off. Because blue chips have really excellent margin of safety, and they don't go down in price as much as the overall market in most situations. If you're just like a waiter and like you really need a flip, like this is like a legit second income you need, right? You can't pay your bills off with your income. You have, you know what I mean? Then you're in a flipping game. You got to flip like every single month for a couple weeks or something, and then hold like maybe a piece or a few pieces. Like you need like a. Let's say somehow you got a Cristiano Ronaldo World Cup sticker or something, or World Cup card. Then hold on to that if you believe in that card long term. And then flip the rest of your cards. Wait a couple weeks or wait. If a card 2X's, if a player has a really good game, sell. And this is so much more modern. This is a lot more modern players. It's extremely volatile, risky. But if you're trying to make an income, this might be the quickest way you can do it. See, I say quick is not effective, but some people need it quick. So, yeah, I would definitely. The main thing is take your profits, waiter and construction, all your people. Or you're unemployed and you're just trying to do sports cards. Take the profit because you kind of have to. You know what I mean? I don't know where I'm at. Here's the thing. I don't make really too much cash flow, but I saved up so much money. And I've been selling stocks, but now I'm at the point where I'm kind of like in the middle. I'm gonna do some like DoorDash. If I can make any YouTube money, it'd be nice, but I really don't care about that. Like DoorDash and all that stuff, and then YouTube and sports cards I would flip. And then I hold sports cards as well, like soccer cards. And I hold some stocks as well. I can consider dividends but I don't make that much dividends in my liquid accounts, so that's not really a big thing for me. So I make most of it through sports cards, and I'll do DoorDash and all that stuff. Um, yeah, guys, that's all I have time for today. That's a doubles game, and that's what a doubles game is, and that's how I make the sports card double game effective for me. Like a doubles game philosophy. Don't expect it every single time because it will not happen. You know what I mean? But if it can happen 6 out of 7 times out of your cards, that's a really that's really nice. That's a really nice value. But sometimes, because I can play the doubles game, so make sure you can play that game first, because a lot of times at the very beginning when you start investing in the sports cards and stuff, you're gonna have to flip. So it's more like you're a flipping business versus an investing business. Now I'm an investing business because I've made a income for a long time and stuff. So you know what I mean. And don't be afraid to work a job or do something if you really have to. Um, yeah, I don't know. I think this episode is a little bit important for people to understand that sports cards is real, and I mean, it is actually a way to make money. It really is, and I think it still is. When a market drops, I'm buying cards. It's simple. Like what? Well, when some cards I still think are really expensive, but some I think are reasonable. Don't buy every card just simply because it dropped. But if you think of it's a really good asset and it's at an undervalued price point in your opinion, well, that seems like a really good pickup in my opinion. So that doubles game philosophy, or having a 50% philosophy similar to that could really help people. You know what I mean? Because if you double your money like 64 or 200 times or something, you're going to become a millionaire, or, all of that. I don't know. Let me know if that really helped you guys or not. Let me know your feedback. Should I do more videos like this? Is it too long? Should I break the video up into parts? Well, this is a podcast. I didn't mean to get that specific, but I did. Like, should I do more investing videos like that? How to do soccer card videos? I know people have already been requesting, like, do a league video. So I might do, like, English Premier League Prism, what to look out for, da 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 da. You know what I mean? All of those. Or Bundesliga videos, or La Liga, you know what I mean? So, yeah, I'm trying to do those. I'm trying to get all that ready. I'm not going to do Premier League predictions or anything because I don't know a lot about those lower level teams. And I kind of don't really care because I'm at the point now where I want the blue chips and I really don't care. So if you want that flipping game, if you're on that pink side, I might not have the best of videos for you. If you're on the blue side, and I probably have the better videos for you. I'm more of an investor now, not really a flipping guy. Although I will flip, but and I like the blue part because it can wheelbarrow over time. Let me show, oh my gosh, this video is gonna be so long. I gotta show you guys one more thing. So how did Brandon Chung start, right? So let's say I have 2K of sports cards. Three months later, that turned in like 4K. And I held most of my cards throughout time. And then 6 months later, that turned into a 5.5K. In 1 year, this part of the portfolio is now probably like 7.5K, maybe. I don't know. So you know what I'm saying? Over time, it can grow. So after like 3 months, I can sell off some of these cards. Like, let's say I sold off some whatever cards, $400, $300, and like $20 8 times, or like $10 3 times. I make all this money, right? And let's say this is like a K. then I can reinvest this K into different sports I like. Soccer, well, I basketball. And let's say I like some football at the time too. You know what I mean? And then it's a wheelbarrow process. So $1,000 is the flip. And then the 3K is the hold. So as my blue chips grow in value, I'm still flipping and reinvesting. It's real estate. It's like, would I rather have a Dak Prescott card or a Tiger Woods card? And that's a decision you got to make on your own, and stuff like that. And so, can you guys see this? Oh, well, no, you can't. So it's like that, right? And so that's what I got to do. I started with 2K and I grew into 4K. So I sold out a little bit. Boom, boom, boom. And then I reinvested into soccer and football, because let's say this is all basketball. So I sold out of some basketball. I still have more, but I invested in the soccer and football, and then this 1K grew into its very own 2K, and I still have 4.5 or 5.5K, right? And then that's kind of how I did it. It wheelbarrowed, right? So once something became expensive 6 months later, or let's say 3 months later, 3 months sell, and then you reinvest into these cards. Let's say I sold 30%. Now this 30% is new, and then boom, later, you know what I mean? Sell. Or let's say I only wanted to sell 70% of that. You know what I mean? It sounds complicated, but and then new. You know what I mean? And then this is new. This is 3 months. This is 6 months. And then guess what? I'm still holding the stuff I have. And then this is turning into something. So I kind of use that like ladder thing too, because this is how I do it. Choo 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 choo. I'm using like the staircase method. The dashes are holds, and the lines are flips. So I'm just wheelbarreling my portfolio and snowballing it. Snowball. I start off with very little. Over time, grow. And over time it gets bigger and bigger and bigger. See what I'm saying, guys? So please don't feel like you have to watch the whole video. I just really want to get that value out there for the people. I don't know. That's how I think about sports cards. Do you have some investing strategies you think are good for people to know about? Is there other investing strategies I should consider and I should do in future videos? Or at least talk about them, whether I agree with them or not? I don't know, you know what I mean? And lastly, I got to thank everybody, the subscribers. This channel's been crazy awesome. It's been loyal people. It's been positive, and I love that. Thank you so much, guys, for being like real, positive, cool people. I see you guys in the comments and other stuff too. Hey, guys, I'm not on Discord, but I am. I see you guys' comments. You guys are very smart, so that's awesome. I know you guys watching can do this sports cards if you're really passionate about it. If you're just like, this is another way to make money, you're probably not going to make it work. Because people like me, I'm a major sports card junkie and I'm going to win because this is like ultimately my talent. So is it your talent? Is it your gift? That's another episode. But it's been your boy, Brandon Chung. Okay. Until next time.